Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. We are very happy to have you here with us today. My name is Jessica, and I'm here with my friend Robert. Today, we are going to talk about a topic that is very deep and very personal: learning to be alone. Many people are afraid of being alone, but maybe being alone is not the same as being lonely.
Hi, everyone. I'm Robert, and I'm really glad you are here with us. This topic is important because we live in a world where we are always connected. We have social media, messages, notifications, and constant communication. Because of that, many people feel uncomfortable when they are alone with their own thoughts. Today, we want to explore why learning to be alone can actually be powerful.
For a long time, I thought being alone meant something negative. I believed that if I was alone on a Friday night, something was wrong. I compared myself to other people who were always surrounded by friends. But with time, I started to understand that being alone can be a choice, not a problem.
I had a similar experience. When I was younger, silence made me uncomfortable. If I was alone at home, I would immediately turn on the TV or check my phone. I didn't want to sit quietly. But later, I realized that I was avoiding my own thoughts. I was afraid to face what was happening inside me.
Learning to be alone means learning to feel comfortable with yourself. It means sitting in silence without feeling anxious. It means understanding your emotions instead of escaping from them. When you allow yourself to be alone, you start discovering who you really are.
Yes, and there is a big difference between being alone and feeling lonely. Loneliness is a painful feeling of disconnection. But being alone can be peaceful. It can be a moment to recharge your energy, to think clearly, and to rest your mind from external noise.
I think one of the reasons people avoid being alone is fear. When you are alone, there are no distractions. You start thinking about your life, your decisions, your mistakes, and your dreams. That can be uncomfortable, but it can also be very healing.
Exactly. When you give yourself time alone, you create space for self-reflection. Self-reflection means thinking deeply about your own life. You can ask yourself important questions like, am I happy? Or what do I really want? These questions are easier to ignore when you are always busy.
Another benefit of being alone is independence. When you are comfortable alone, you don't depend on others for constant validation. Validation means approval from other people. You start making decisions based on your values, not only on other people's opinions.
I agree with that completely. When you enjoy your own company, your relationships also improve. You don't stay with someone just because you are afraid of being alone. You choose relationships because they add value to your life, not because they fill an emotional gap.
Being alone can also increase creativity. Many ideas are born in moments of silence. When you disconnect from noise, your mind has space to imagine and create. Some of the best thoughts come during a quiet walk or a peaceful morning alone.
That's true. And being alone can help you understand your emotions better. Sometimes we feel sad, stressed, or confused, but we don't know why. When you spend time alone, you can identify those feelings and understand their source. That awareness helps you grow emotionally.
Of course, this does not mean we don't need people. Human connection is very important. We all need friendship, love, and support. But when you learn to be alone, you build a stronger relationship with yourself, and that makes all other relationships healthier.
I also believe that learning to be alone builds confidence. When you travel alone, eat alone, or go to a movie alone, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You realize that your happiness does not depend entirely on someone else's presence.
In the end, learning to be alone is about balance. It is about enjoying connection with others, but also enjoying your own presence. When you are not afraid of being alone, you live with more freedom and emotional strength.
Maybe today is a good moment to practice that. Spend a little time without your phone. Take a walk alone. Sit quietly and listen to your thoughts without judgment. You might discover something important about yourself.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. We hope this conversation helps you see solitude in a different way. If you enjoyed this podcast and want more conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join our community. See you in the next episode.